Gentlemen and female gentlemen, we are currently have quite the drama on our hands. The voice actors are acting up. Yeah, voice actors are going to war with the community. They're arguing that there is not enough wokeness. Yes, I'm glad that finally we have come together to recognize the real problem that is plaguing modern society. We need more wokeness in the voice actor industry. The voice actors are voicing their concerns. Voice actors specifically are arguing about AI, woke shit. There's one of them is suing Tectone apparently. We got lots of drama, endless controversy, and everyone's making fun of one of those voice actors specifically. So I wanted to join on that trend. As you know, I love retards. Subscribe for more retard detection. The more retards, the better for me. So subscribe and let's watch retards tart around.
Well, guys, it looks like we have our 5th installment of the ongoing coverage regarding a number of SAG-AFTRA union voice actors and the union itself getting a ton of backlash from the internet.
Yeah, so a lot of, basically, I don't know what's really going on. All I know is a lot of voice actors are woking around. They have woked too close to the sun, and they are currently getting obliterated. The entire internet is cooking these voice actors. They're freaking out about AI. They're freaking out about, you know, pronouns and shit, whatever. I don't know, Snow White and the 7 Genders didn't make enough money in the box office. 1000% tariffs on all the retards. God, I love watching retards tarting around, bro.
Like I said yesterday, there is so much context to go over now that hopefully you're in the loop with what's been going on, and if not, please consider checking out my prior videos on the topic, as there's way too much to recap here in the intro, so let's get right to it.
All right.
The post from only 2 hours ago reading, Paimon's VA admits the goal is to force every VA into joining the union.
Yeah, basically they want to do an entire union of different voice actors so that they can get together and they can basically bully and blackmail different gaming companies into making sure that things go the way that they actually work. The context here is the voice actors are a little bit gay and retarded. I don't mean to oversimplify it, but that's what's happening. They're making a union that'll be like, if you ever use AI, all the voice actors will quit. If you ever hire someone that's a bigot, all the voice actors will riot. You will have nothing left. This is so sad. And then they proceeded to woke around. They woke up on the wrong side of the bed, some would even go as far as to say. And now they're tasting shit. The unions are for communists, god damn it. All right, that's extreme. Weird. They're eating shit. They're losing their jobs. I'm eating good. A lot of people ask me why I don't go into voice work, because obviously my voice acting is tremendous. You've heard the all 7 swing states. We've all known it. My voice acting is amazing. I didn't say it. Other people said it to me. They ask me why I don't do voice acting, and the answer is simple. Because they're all retards. Not all, but the majority. The majority of voice actors that I have met in person are retards. Yes, it's anecdotal, but I stand by it. And also, I make a lot more money. So, yeah, they really have no cards.
Doesn't even mention AI and calls us idiots for good measure.
Nice.
Yeah, and then also gets really mad at YouTubers and people who watch YouTube videos. So that'll be fun. But hey, look at that. The video in the post has actually been removed. Now it's got this post is awaiting moderator approval message. This being more of that alleged censorship, people, again, alleging that the defenders of the union are mass reporting these posts to try and get them removed, try to get them censored. A top comment.
Yes, I sure love freedom of speech, specifically when it affects other people. Yeah, I love when I can use my power of freedom of speech to ban people that disagree with me. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, hell yeah. These guys are really good. These guys are cooking. They're so good. Freedom of speech only when it applies to me. It works every time.
Been reading. I'm glad they make it very easy to choose who to support. Edit. Oh wow, that was fast. Post is down. Right.
Yeah, apparently they're going after YouTubers. Any YouTuber that criticizes them, they go on like this whole rampage talking about how they're like a threat to democracy and the industry and they're Nazis and Trump probably got involved. It is pretty great. It is pretty good. I love it. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Rules for thee, not for me. These people are ruining their careers in real time. They really think they can go up against me, against the YouTubers. Well, the more they shit and flail, the more content I get. So it's just a good day. It's a good day for retards and retard detectors. Subscribe, retard detectors. New retards to detect.
Fortunately, I thought that might happen as it's been a bit of a recurring theme over there lately. And so I recorded the video that was posted just in case that happened. And yeah, we're good to go.
All right.
So let's take a look, shall we?
Okay, here's the thing.
So this is apparently the voice actor for Paimon, the little floaty around little bitch in Genshin Impact. You know what I'm talking about? So this is the voice actors going out and making TikToks, attacking YouTubers that are criticizing them. They have stepped into my battleground now. I know her, she's insufferable. Okay, my whole chat is spamming. Retard radar is malfunctioning. Yeah, she has crazy eyes. It's over.
if voice actors, both non-union and union, in a video game want a game to go union.
Wow, her voice is insufferable. This might be one of the most insufferable voices I've ever heard. That's crazy that you managed to find a niche. Anyway.
The game should go union. Nobody else's opinion.
If I decide it to be so, then it should be so. My opinion is what matters. Yours does not. And that's why Kamala Harris is the president of the United States.
In a video game want a game to go union. The game should go union. Nobody else's opinion matters.
Nice.
That's it.
I get freedom of speech. You don't get freedom of speech. Stop talking. I'm gonna sue you. Retard detected. All 7 swing retards came out swinging for this goddamn video. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Trump's gonna win again. Trump third term is actually, it's happening. The more these people pop out of the woodworks, the more likely.
And YouTubers don't know anything.
Yay! Like me. YouTubers are idiots. They criticize me and they're dumb and retarded and fools. Did I say retarded? I meant to say the R word. YouTubers are dumb and annoying and make so much more money than me and are logical and literally have uses that aren't gonna get replaced by AI very soon, and I hate them. I hate them. Oh god.
YouTubers don't know anything. They're not voice actors.
Speak for yourself. I've voice acted. You have any idea how many people wanted me to voice act in different projects? I get emails to voice act in projects all the time. Just a lot of those opportunities need me to fly to Texas to do it. And I'm not flying to Texas to voice act, okay? Sorry, not trying to flex or anything, but the tard keeps starting.
They've never been in my industry. They don't know what my industry is about. They don't know anything about sex.
I do know exactly what her industry is about. She's trying so hard to flex. This type of posturing only works on the lowest levels of subtard. Only a subtard would see this and be like, holy shit, she's cooking.
They don't know anything about being a non-union actor either.
I only heard ree. Yeah, anyway, it was a good attempt. I appreciate it. Her argument is YouTubers dumb, their criticism invalid. We're gonna fuck up this industry ourselves.
Okay, let's pause already. And
wow.
Holy smokes. Okay.
Yeah, the angry elf had things to say.
The first thing I'd like to mention is the argument about if the voice actors want the project to go union, it should go union. No one else's opinion matters.
Yeah, that's retarded.
That thing. It comes off really self-centered to me because there's a lot of other labor, a lot of other...
She thinks that voice acting is the most important part of a game. And she thinks that if the voice actors revolt, then the game couldn't continue. And she doesn't know how wrong she is. I don't think she realizes something. Speaking of YouTubers, I'm going to throw something out here that I'm going to put something into the conversation zeitgeist. And I am excited to see what you guys have to say about my opinion. All right? So get ready to hear my thoughts. It's going to change your worldview. If video game companies decided to do away with traditional voice actors and just got loved YouTubers to voice act for free, they would get an entire roster of recognizable voices that would unironically contribute so much more to the actual game than the actual fucking voice actors that think that they're worth shit. Now, again, voice acting is a skill. There are definitely a lot of very skilled voice actors out there. I'm not doubting the skill of many voice actors, but without a shadow of a doubt, if a game would decide to gut voice actors entirely and replace them with AI and YouTubers, unironically, the game would make more money. I'm not saying that voice actors aren't more skilled than YouTubers. Of course they are. Voice acting is, it is difficult. It's like acting. It is a form of acting for sure. It is definitely useful. But if you think, without a shadow of a doubt, they can't replace all of you like this, you're so wrong. The visuals, the gameplay, the writing is all so much more important and irreplaceable than the voice actors. They really think that they have the community by the balls, when in reality, all they are is just giving the community and the gaming companies one more reason to replace them with AI. This bitching and whining shit, yeah, AI would not do that. So all the bitching and whining, all you're doing is pushing yourself off a cliff a little bit faster. Unironically, not trying to make enemies here, just trying to say the truth. Anyway.
Workers, a lot of other people who work on the game. Lots of developers, artists, etc., etc. And what if any of them have a concern with how a specific union's contract, even if it's a voice actor union, may negatively impact the game, which can absolutely then impact their livelihoods.
Also, like, let's be honest for a second. This is a Chinese game. Genshin Impact is Chinese. You think they give a shit about the rights of American voice actors? What are we even talking about? China, I love China very much. They care so much about American voice actors.
I would say that their opinion also does matter. Like, the whole project is not just, oh, voice actors, and we're the only people that matter on this thing. And the player's opinion also matters too, because the players directly influence how well the game does or doesn't do. And in this case, when various people are, for example, saying that they don't...
obviously, the only thing that the game cares about is selling copies. And if replacing voice actors won't necessarily impact the copies sold, they will replace voice actors like this, especially if they're bad bitch annoying as voice actors. Then, without a doubt, they will get rid of them. Like, without a shadow of a doubt.
Don't want to pull
again, not trying to... again, there are voice actors, obviously, that aren't annoying bitch fucks, without a doubt, obviously. I'm not trying to flame everyone in this entire community together. But, like, if you actually think about this rationally, this is not helping your cause at all. These public spasms, autistic meltdowns, that shit's gonna destroy you. Because no company wants to deal with that.
Certain characters anymore, aka the game's making less money because they don't like how some of those voice actors have been acting and they don't want to wish for a character that said voice actor does the role for. Well, that can negatively impact the player experience and also the labor of the people working on the game. In some cases, the player concern is a different one, simply that some of these characters had voices and now they haven't had voices for a number of months or so. And for those people, it's also leading to a negative player experience. And once again, that can negatively impact the game at large.
Absolutely. But if you make a game without voice actors, but with AI, that won't give the players that negative experience. Now, I'm not saying that AI is as good as voice actors, and I don't know if I'm not going to sit here and say it's ethical and all that. I don't actually want to talk about the ethics of it at all. I want to talk about the realistic reality that we're living in, that these people can be replaced, and it will not negatively affect the game,
harming many more people than just the voice actors. And so all of these various people have a right to be concerned with a contract or action taken by SAG or some other group that can negatively impact the game. And yes, their opinion matters. That's just what I think, though. Let me know what you think in the comments. And continuing.
All right.
YouTubers don't know anything.
Yeah.
YouTubers don't know anything. They're not voice actors.
Well, some are.
In my industry, they don't know what my industry is
They
about.
know exactly what your industry is like, okay? What, only voice actors could know about the voice acting industry? Like, what are we talking about?
They don't know anything about SAG. They don't know anything about being a non-union actor.
Yeah.
Stop telling me to go to liars. Liars.
Liars like me. I'm one of the liars. That's me. Classic lying libtard lib liar. That's me. Yep, just sitting here lying around.
Are paid to lie to you. Also, I'm sorry. They have more incentive to lie. They have more incentive to lie because idiots.
What are you talking about? The only person with incentive to lie is the person with no reputation based on their opinions. You are a voice that says things that smarter people write for you. You could lie as much as you want. If I were to lie in all of my videos and just completely be proven to be a liar, retard, idiot, dumb fuck every single time, people wouldn't watch my videos. The reason why people watch my videos is because it turns out I'm right almost every single time I have an opinion. And people jive with the fact that I am brutally honest about certain things, like the fact that you are fucking your own career and the career of everyone around you right now. The reason why people watch me is because I am not a known proven liar in everything that I say. I mean, then again, this logic doesn't always work. Candace Owens still has a career, despite saying that the Jews are mind-controlling Trump. But, you know, the point that I'm trying to make is, there is an incentive to lie. The incentive is telling the truth.
It's like you fall for their shit and they get paid for that.
Oh my god, all the people in my audience, you guys are just idiots falling for my shit. Unlike her, she is the voice of a reason. She is the voice of a reason in this conflict. Oh, spitting facts.
Hello? God forbid. I want my industry to actually, like, I don't know, function. And that
function. Yeah, you don't give a shit about the gaming industry, okay? You only care about yourself.
Everybody gets paid and everybody gets...
Everybody means me.
Healthcare?
Yeah, so calling...
Yeah, she only cares about her own healthcare. Like, she's not sitting here fighting for the industry. She is not a hero. She is not doing this empathetically for other people. She's not doing it for the love of art. She is doing it because she wants this shit. And she's terrified that her career is dying, which it is.
People who disagree with the actions that have been going on from the SAG-AFTRA VAs, like idiots and liars, is probably not going to help things. Might actually make things worse, really. And I also don't know what Corinne is referring to specifically about all these lies on YouTube anyways. To be fair,
she doesn't actually prove anything, and she doesn't need to prove anything. She just needs to go out there, turn on her TikTok, and start yelling and screaming about YouTubers being the bad guys and liars. And that is the move. Rinse and repeat. When you have nothing of substance to say, don't say anything of substance.
Fair, Corinne wasn't specifically referring to me, but regardless, in my videos, I'm basically just taking a look at what these VAs are doing on places like Twitter and Blue Sky, and then what the general reception is to it all on places like our Genshin Impact. Which, spoiler alert, we will also be doing in this video.
Yay! Yay! The retards are swelling. They're gathering together, all the retards. Gathering to the honeycomb. Titillating each other for some bread and future.
Thing that Corinne has to say here. So once again, let's continue. I think there's only like 30 seconds or so left.
Nice.
Did you know that like once things become union, people get paid a lot more? So people are like, oh, but
tell that to school teachers who have the biggest union on the planet and are paid like shit. Oh my god, no way, no way. True, because in communism, everybody wins.
You know, then some non-union actors will have to join the union. Yeah, they'll be able to easily because they'll get paid more.
Oh my god.
Also, there are options.
This is crazy. I can't believe this. Oh my god. No wonder why she's having this massive crash out. Holy shit. Oh my god. And now she's suing Tectone? Makes sense.
That the union has to help pay for those things. There are options to help people pay for the union dues within SAG, but you don't know that. Oh my god, it's almost like
everyone knows exactly what unions are, bro. No one's being blindsided by your information, okay? You think just because you could say something with no eyebrows, I'm gonna believe you? God damn it.
Not an actor. It's almost like you're not a voice actor.
So smug and condescending. Ah, yes, voice actors. You see, honestly, if we actually wanted people to advise the government on how to operate, specifically militarily, in military conflict, I would go to the voice actors. Yep.
And neither are those YouTubers. But
well, except a lot of the YouTubers actually are voice actors. Not that it matters, because unions and voice acting works like unions and literally everything else.
Is that both non-union actors and union actors in a video game want it to go union and have wanted it to go union for a long time.
And
so nobody else.
So why should I care? You're trying to prove to me why I care. I don't know why you have not. You have yet to explain to me why I should give a shit that you want to go union. I mean, no offense, obviously. You are doing all of that all by yourself. But can you explain to me why I should care?
Opinion that is super fucking wrong anyway matters. Hope this helps.
Hope this helps.
Hope this helps. Yeah, lady, you just cured my cancer. It did help, though, to be honest. I mean, I'm making thousands of dollars on YouTube videos making fun of retards, so the help does not go unnoticed. But god damn, she might be one of the most unlikable fucks I've ever seen in my life. It's amazing.
Well, let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think that video is going to help things? And check this out, because we've actually got a little bit of a plot twist. Perhaps this makes things better, or perhaps it even makes them worse. Because as we went over, that video was posted to Reddit 2 hours ago, but then I went over to Karina's TikTok and found it over there. It turns out that video was actually from March 14th. The Thickens. Now, interestingly enough, I did make a video back on March 9th titled English Voice Actors Are in Serious Trouble, because someone tagged me to a YouTube short made by the YouTuber Darkos88.
All right.
In which Darkos88 was reposting some things that Karina had allegedly said, including right here, as you can see, tell Hoyo to sign the SAG interim contract and all the VAs will come back no problem. And he got a number of comments from people explaining why they don't support the strike and why they don't think people should try and force Hoyo.
All right.
Just like my video covering those comments.
No one's forcing Hoyo to do anything. They're a Chinese company, bro.
And talking about some other issues that people have with the contract on places like Genshin Twitter. I also went over some news articles about some of the actions that the SAG after members have been taking and trying to drum up public support for the union. Here's where things get a little more complicated, and take this with a grain of salt because my focus was on the comments people were making, like the Genshin community's opinion on this stuff at large, not Darkos88 specifically, but this is relevant to the video that Karina made, perhaps. Because according to my recollection, loosely looking into this, maybe someone can go into more detail in the comments.
I love this.
I think Darkos88 made a follow-up video after reading the comments he got on his video.
Dude, people are losing the plot. I think people don't understand. Oh my god. People don't understand even the basics here of consumerism. Consumers don't actually care so much. They just want to consume. You will never convince consumers that you should deserve more things when consumers just want to fucking consume. And these people are trying so hard to appeal to like this emotional core that just isn't there.
Where he's basically said like, he was sorry for not looking into things further, and he can understand the reasons that people have for criticizing SAG-AFTRA, and that he essentially shouldn't have just like blindly sided with Karina trying to get people to sign the agreement. At some point, it looks like Karina actually got mad at Darkos and like specifically called him out. It's led to Darkos deleting a video or something, so it's a bit hard to look into going back. And again, I wasn't really following this anyways. Now some stuff's been deleted, so I'm really not 100% sure about all this. Take it with a grain of salt as mentioned. But the point being, perhaps the video that Karina made that we just
watched. This is unbelievable. This is like, they really think that if they virtue signal enough, people are actually going to care about the shit that they go through? Again, I care about what she goes through the same way I care about what anyone goes through. Okay, realistically, the people that are making calculators are not making as much money anymore because now we have calculators on our phones. Like, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to sit here, tear my clothes, and cry and weep about the poor calculator manufacturing companies that aren't making money anymore because people just have phones now? Like, realistically, I'm sorry for your trouble, but I don't care enough to make a difference. Hope this helps.
Watch from March 12th was only referencing Darkroast88's video and not mine, or perhaps both, who knows. Just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Regardless, there's been so much occurring since then regarding the backlash that SAG-AFTRA VAs have been getting for the treatment of Jacob Takanashi. People also criticizing Karina as a hypocrite, as also being a scab for continuing to work on Genshin Impact. I've now got 4 more videos on all this stuff. This will be the 5th video.
Oh my God,
and plenty of other people on YouTube have also been covering.
Yeah, I'm just kind of getting involved now. There was way too much Trump stuff to actually even look at this. Like, the news was so crazy. But, like, watching these people have these meltdowns, like, straight up meltdowns, it's glorious. Dude, these games would still be played without actual voice actors. They're out there protesting to their largest degree. It's not mattering. And China doesn't care either.
Recent stuff going on too. So you can only imagine if Karina had all that to say back on March 12th, what a more current take would be like. With that said, let's hop over to our Genshin Impact on the post about that video and see what people are saying about it. We can see top comments reading LMAO, they're speedrunning, turning people.
Oh my God, even the people on Reddit, they lost the Redditors. It's over. It's over. They were literally the only people they could appeal to. They lost the Redditors.
Opinion against them or what? Crackhead theory. Karina is secretly being paid off by Hoyo to make SAG look bad. Sarcasm. Another top comment.
Yeah, true. Saying, what if she was just a giant psyop? What if she was a gigantic psyop, bro? She was psychologically manipulating people into thinking all voice actors are retards.
Please replace her. And similarly, right below that, this one reading, okay, yeah, Paimon needs a new voice. This ain't it anymore. I can't see Paimon without associating Paimon to her stupidity.
There is no way it backfired this badly. She wanted to argue for the rights of voice actors, and now everyone's boycotting to get rid of the current voice actors. Oh my God, dude. She went so communist, she lost Reddit. Oh God, it's so good, man. It's so good.
The fact that in-game Paimon is not as stupid as her says a lot. The bar is so low, it's basically underground. Paimon can't read the room and can be quite rude, but she's not a crash out. Plus, she shows real concerns. Paimon does not approve of this. The next one reading, where does this idiot get this confidence? She thinks they won't fire her because she has medical issues. You cannot use your medical issues as a shield to be a complete nincompoop.
Again, it's part of that same pity partying, shit flinging bullshit that everyone does. That's what they do. They sit there and they fling their poop around. I have this problem and that problem and this weakness and that weakness, and I'm gay and I'm trans and I'm bi and I'm autistic and I'm disabled and I'm a minority and life's against me and my dad abused me. And because of all of these things that I have collected, infinite victim cards, I am invincible now, and you should absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, support me in things that are not related to anything whatsoever. I need your money and your support, and I will get that support because of all that shit that happened. Guys, you lost the election. You lost the people. No one cares anymore. Sorry about your safe space. You're getting so cooked.
And if your medical issues are so serious, why do you keep drawing so much negative press? You're not special. You cannot use your medical issues to threaten them into keeping you hired. Where does this idiot get this confidence?
Welcome to Wokeness 101. It is a bunch of people playing the Victimhood Olympics where they sit with each other and they fearmonger and they talk about why their weaknesses are what makes them strong, and then they feel like the rest of the world needs to cave to their inverse hierarchy of bullshit and somehow support them in ways that they never earned that support. I am not a racist at all. I support everyone equally, and they need to earn that support to get it. If they're not going to earn that support, they're just not going to get it. And quite frankly, I don't care if what race you are. I don't give a shit if you're gay or trans or lesbian, or if you're, you know, come from a divorced home. If you're an asshole, I'm going to probably treat you like an asshole. And not going to try to get mean here or anything, but I love everyone equally. I have no enemies. But you are doing this to yourself. You are doing this to yourself.
The fact
What are her medical issues? It doesn't matter. Again, I'm sure it matters to her, and I hope she's well and healthy and stuff, but that's not going to make people suddenly care about her struggles and getting paid more as a voice actress.
Karina had no consequences from all the past controversies, and Hoyoverse intervening when Karina wasn't being paid by Formosa. You can't fire her because she is a victim and has a disability. Her words and her VA click, not mine.
It's stupid.
What if they just don't want to join the union? But everyone wants to join the union because everyone is in the US and only the US matters, like OMG.
Oh my god, guys, don't believe those dirty YouTubers!
Room, guys, and don't believe those dirty YouTubers, like, oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, how dare those YouTubers talk about these comments.
YouTubers having opinions? God forbid.
The nerve that they have. The issue is that they have constantly misrepresented their point as something that it never truly was. It was just about control, but they couldn't say that, so they left it for us to ask about.
Yeah.
When we did, many of them crashed out because the answer's trash, and they know it. This isn't even mentioning that
Nux, please don't do that voice again. Oh, I was just mimicking Paimon voice actress.
A union actor should have been on the project to begin with, according to the Global One rule thing, or that they have been bullying a coworker because he got a role he might not have known he was auditioning for. This also ignores that AI protection is an empty point because SAG-AFTRA literally partnered with some. Okay, team, we're starting to lose favor with the public, and we're losing it fast. How can we improve our image? Paimon, don't worry, gang, I got this. Narrator,
she didn't get it.
Okay,
she didn't get it.
About all that Paimon stuff in the comments. Moving on, we're going to end with one more post from Boijing, with more comments from the Chinese community about all this stuff. Or more specifically, the CN reaction
and
to the
and then China gets involved, and they're just like, simply put, I don't give a fuck, asshole.
In reaction to the CN reaction, the N reaction to the CN reaction, the drama, VA drama, excuse me. Dang, this is getting confusing. Translated Chinese comments reading, CN Paimon is a cute little angel, JP Paimon is a cute Sukomi, KR Paimon is our cute buddy, and EN Paimon is a screaming rat.
Not only in personality, but a little bit in looks as well. Damn, she really got that trifecta going on. Holy shit.
This is so accurate, my guy. A rat that is getting branded with hot iron. Grilled rat.
Bro?
By the way, these
okay, that's extreme. Oh my god. China, China. We love China. Everyone in China loves me. We love China. They should have read the art of the deal.
Sorry from Billy Billy. Should have mentioned that a moment ago. Continuing. To my EN bros, we're not familiar with what's been going on over here about the mass deleting of your posts. How can we help? Also, I remember that Hoyoverse has a platform called HoyoLab, right? Do EN bros also not like to chat on Hoyo-made platforms?
Dude, I love how people in China are like looking at the bullshit that goes on with like American woke politics, and they're just like, nah, bro, what the fuck is happening there?
I suddenly realized if Paimon's story is going to become depressive in the future, what if we can't empathize with her because her English VA?
Chinese people are starting to dislike the character because the voice actress in America is insufferable. Bro,
would really make her English VA's actions unforgivable. I really hope they recast her VA. It's kind of relating to the points I was mentioning way earlier in the video about how these things can negatively impact the game. Continuing, Paimon's EN VA is truly evil to listen to. Every time I watch her playthrough clips with the EN dub and hear her talk, I get a headache.
Evil to listen to. Just hearing her is like embracing Satan.
Oh, and the text on the left this time too reads, the indifference is already happening. The final boss Paimon theory is super popular in EN community, and the core reason why is because of her VO quality is worse than the other languages, and it makes her less likable, not to mention her VA's actions previously in the game when Paimon told us that we need to earn more money to keep her fed. CN, JP, KR were all like, aw, while EN players were disliking her for that line. My favorite genshin
because it's bitchy
is Murder of Birds, Twitch/YouTube streamer. So I listen to EN dub second most to CN dub. I really do think that a lot of EN dubs are really good, like Freenuk, Navia, Arle. I even used EN dub for a while just for Navia. Now I think that the EN dub fans are having it really rough. Everything is just so messy now.
Yeah, because we have a thing called woke politics. It's pretty great. It's a little thing called woke politics, and it turns out that it gives people power that they think they have, but they don't have that power. They just think they have power. They're little pieces being moved around by a giant media machine that is so much more powerful than them. They really think that just because the media tells them they're strong and special, they're actually strong and special. This is truly retard detected on a glorious, magnanimous level.
EN dub is the best. Global players agree too. I was looking forward to the future EN dubs at the time. Such a shame that everything blew up after Fontaine. Hey, I was the one who suggested that Hoyo can use British VAs in the last post. I'm very happy to see that it got
They're just gonna be like, all right, you know what? No more dealing with America. We're going to England.
Sorry for French users catching astray. I was using Britain as an example of an accent that I prefer more than US accent. French is quite common globally. I do wish Hoyo to have French dub if it's possible too. Finally, I welcome everyone who's been missing out the game experience because of the ENVA strike to try out the CN dub. Who knows? Maybe you'll like it. After this video gets shipped back, I wish the EN travelers can see me. Here you go. I also really want to see
even China is like, holy shit, these people are insufferable. Do they not realize they lost the plot completely? How could they have lost the plot so much that they've made enemies of people that don't even understand their language, that hate their voice acting?
French, German, Spanish dubs. Going off track for a second, if my comment gets shipped, it is. I want to ask our EN friends if they see the Paimon singing event where she hums a song, and we had to guess what it was. I think it was when the Stellar Moments Volume 3 album came out. She was so cute. I just want to praise CN Paimon lol. Bro, what is this reaction, Samsara? We might as well keep up this EN-CN communication.
God,
I don't even have to use a VPN.
Bro, they're cooking.
It's pretty interesting, don't you think? It's like throwing paper notes to each other over the wall. Only the OP/content creator needs to bear the weight of finding these posts, translating these posts, and making videos about it. I'm not a profession, but I was pretty interested in the 2 legal-related questions I used. DeepSeek to get an answer, see below. We're gonna skip that part because I'm running out of time, but you're welcome to screenshot that.
I don't care, man.
If you'd like, take a look. And then finally, we've got this one that reads, I wonder if this video will get shipped to Reddit again. I haven't finished watching this video yet. I just want to say, let's go America.
Yeah, America. This is the emoji combination for fuck yeah, America. That's what that means. In case you're unaware, I can't speak emoji. But yeah, baby. They cooking. It's over. Like, dude, they really thought they had something there with that little Paimon voice actor riot. They really thought that they were able to woke so close to the sun that their wings of woke wouldn't melt and fall down to earth.
Basically, I think is what that means. So yeah, pretty fun stuff. Let me know also what you guys think about those comments. And shouts out to the CN bros. And again, thanks to Boijing on Reddit for getting those comments, compiling them, and translating them. Appreciate it. I also appreciate you guys tuning into my ongoing coverage.
Hell
if you
yeah,
also
dude.
enjoyed this.
Yeah, check out Hero Hey if you want more details on this entire massive voice actress falling apart drama. Look, in my opinion, anything that wokes too close to the sun is eventually gonna dry up and fall to earth. We eat eagles and crap freedom in America, and in a world with free markets, as God intended, we don't have to put up with your shit, to be honest. You have the freedom of speech, and I have the freedom to not listen and hire someone else. And a lot of people are going to be learning this lesson really soon. We are past the age of emotional blackmail. We are past the era of companies trying to cancel you for not being woke enough. We have entered a new era. I am the culture, and you are the little fringe bitch that's going to be left behind. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. This was another take on retards. Retard detected extravaganza. It's crazy. Here on vacation, still finding retards on the daily to, you know, have a good time, making fun of. Thank you, God, for these retards, and stay weird, fam. Appreciate y'all. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.